Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. PNL Patreon family, big up on yourself. And if you have not yet joined the PNL Patreon family, click on the link in the description below and sign up. Being a part of the PNL Patreon family is your way of supporting this movement. We'd like to take time out to say a happy Patreon birthday shout out to that queen on your screen. Her name is Andrea. Andrea, your children Jaliv, Ayuka, Kaya and Jasem, they're asking us to wish you a happy birthday today. Now, Andrea, we know that it's cold where you are now, but let's hope you'll be having a wonderful birthday. Andrea, wishing you lots more. Yeah man, enough respect. Now, we are at Luana in the parish of St. Elizabeth. We are heading towards Westmoreland. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. In the news today, we are learning that there was a serious motor vehicle accident in Negril yesterday. It left a young man battling for life. Well, we have just gotten information and confirmed that the young man, he passed away. We are yet to verify that information, but the accident, it took place yesterday afternoon, Monday, January 2, about some minutes after 4 o'clock. It took place along the Negril Road main road in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland, right in the vicinity of the Texaco gas station. So, this is how this accident took place. A young female medical doctor. She was driving a 2020 Toyota RAV4 motor car. She was traveling from Negril towards Savannah Lamar direction. A green Covia motorcycle being driven by a young man. Now, that young man, his name is Giovanni Gordon. He is 19 years old and he's living at Tankhill in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. He was coming in the opposite direction. Now, if you look on your screen, we have obtained that video of Giovanni, the female doctor who was driving the Toyota RAV4. Without due care and attention, she overtook the motor vehicle that was traveling in front of her vehicle. So by now, she was in the right lane. As a result, she collided into the bike that Giovanni was driving. Giovanni, he was thrown from the bike onto the asphalted road. He received serious head and bodily injuries. He was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital where he was admitted in a very serious condition. Like we said, we are getting unconfirmed reports that Giovanni, he succumbed to his injuries earlier today. We are yet to confirm that. But Doc, you are facing some serious charges. This accident took place because of careless driving on your part. Why may I tell you? Now, this next accident, the details are kind of sketchy, but it took place on Sunday afternoon, January 1, 2023, about 3:15 New Year's Day. It took place at a place named Ashton in the Betheltown police area in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, that young man on your screen, his name is Giovanni Maris. He is 20 years old and he's originally from Church Lincoln in Grangeville in the parish of Westmoreland. Jevaughni, he was a soldier in the Jamaica Defense Force. He was on duty on Sunday and he was traveling in a soldier lorry. That lorry was being driven by another one of his colleagues. Now, if you look on your screen, that is the aftermath of the accident. The lorry that Private Giovanni Maris and his colleague were traveling in, it was involved in an accident with that truck. We are learning that both vehicles overturned as a result of this accident. The soldiers and the two men in the truck, they were injured. Private Maris and the two men in the truck, they were rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, whilst the other soldier, he was taken to the Savannah Lamar Hospital. Number 34978, Private Giovanni Maris. He died Sunday night, January 1, 2023, about 10:51 p.m., whilst he was receiving treatment. Now, at first, Private Maris, he was responding well to treatment. However, he began complaining about difficulty in breathing. The doctors then checked on him and realized that his neck was significantly swollen. Further checks were done by the doctor and it revealed that Private Maris, he had a ruptured aorta. Question: do you know what is called the aorta? Well, firstly, it is spelled A-O-R-T-A. So, it's not pronounced how it's spelled. Got it? Now, the aorta. It is the main artery that carries blood from our heart to the rest of our body. The blood leaves the heart through the aortic valve, then travels through the aorta, making a cane-shaped curve that allows other major arteries to deliver oxygen-rich blood to the brain, muscles, and other cells. Got it? So, Private Giovanni Maris, his aorta was suspected to have been ruptured during the impact of the accident. He is suspected to have died from complications from this ruptured aorta. Listen to me now. I don't understand. The accident took place at minutes after 3 o'clock. I am sure that by minutes to 5 o'clock, Private Maris would have reached the hospital. I am sure he would have told them about the impact he got in the accident. Was an x-ray done on this private? Wouldn't an x-ray show what was happening inside of him? Boy, may I tell you. Condolences to this young man's family and friends. May his soul find rest. And I have something else to say. Who want bex, make them bex. I haven't yet gotten the information as to how this accident took place, but trust me, it's a miracle how more JDF soldier lorries are not involved in more accidents. Sometimes you're driving on the street, you just have to wonder if the soldiers driving the lorries are in a race to prove that they are the worst set of drivers on the road. It sounds kind of funny, but it's the truth. In this next incident, listen to this now. This one took place last night, Monday, January 2, 2023, about some minutes after 9 o'clock. It took place at Garden Crescent in the Granville area of St. James. We are learning that a joint police-military team, they were conducting an operation in the area when they stopped and searched a silver 2015 Toyota Axio motor car. This car was being driven by a man named Ricardo Downer. Ricardo, he is 28 years old and he's said to be a businessman. He's living at Westgate Hills in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Now, Ricardo, he's a licensed firearm holder and he had his licensed 9mm pistol in his waist. However, the police, they are saying that they searched the car that Ricardo was driving. In the car, they found an illegal Glock 19 9mm pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine containing 6 rounds of 9mm cartridges. They are saying that the gun, it was found under the mat of the driver's seat. As a result, Ricardo was taken into police custody. We are learning that he has since been charged for possession of prohibited weapon and unlawful possession of ammunition. And Ricardo, he'll be going to the courts shortly. Congratulations to the members of the security forces in St. James for making this find. Job well done. Listen to this now. Listen to this. The KlLLED detectives, they are at work. I carried a story on Sunday, January 1, 2023. I told you about an incident where the police, they chased and held a hoodlum in the People's Arcade on Howard Cook Boulevard in Montego Bay. The previous night, Saturday, December 31, 2022, some minutes after 11 o'clock. This hoodlum, he was chased and held by the police, and a .22 revolver and 12 rounds were found. He is popularly known as Akibod. He told the police that his name is Antoine Miller and that he was living at Camp Road in Hopewell in the parish of Hanover. But hear this, the KlLLED detectives are working. Firstly, if you look on your screen, that is a photograph of Akibod. But Montego Bay police, listen to this. His correct name is Jermaine Barton. He's not from Camp Road in Hopewell. In fact, if you check with persons in Cave Valley, in the Marchtown area of Hanover. They will tell you that he's known as Blackhead or 40 Leg. He's actually from that area. I'm also told that he's actually wanted by the police in Hanover. So, Montego Bay Police, please check it out. And PNL detectives, enough respect. In this story, we are learning that a man was brutally attacked by a group of guys early New Year's morning. The incident took place about minutes after 3 o'clock, right in the vicinity of the Wexford Court Hotel on Jimmy Cliff Boulevard in Montego Bay. We are learning that a 36-year-old man, he's from Santa Cruz in the parish of St. Elizabeth. He was walking along the road when he was pounced on by a group of guys. The guys, they demanded money and his cell phone. He tried to put up a resistance. He refused, and the hoodlums, they used knives to juke up this man. He received stab wounds to his feet, his chest, his back, and his shoulder. The man, he managed to run off and escaped from his attackers, but he collapsed and fell at the old hospital park. He was transported to a nearby hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. The mayhem. In this next incident, a 62-year-old man is suspected to have taken his own 3 points. His name is Norris Alva Senior, but he's popularly known as Fleshy. Fleshy is 62 years old and he was a farmer. He lived at Top Lincoln in Grange Hill in the parish of Westmoreland. So this is what we are learning. Yesterday morning, Monday, January 2, 2023, about 9 o'clock, a close family member spoke to Fleshy on the telephone. About minutes after 10 o'clock, the same family member tried calling Fleshy again, but the phone rang without an answer. Several calls were made thereafter to Fleshy's phone, but no answer. The family members, they became concerned and they started making checks as to his whereabouts. About 6:30 yesterday evening, Monday, January 2, 2023, the family members, they found the lifeless body of Fleshy some distance behind his house. He was found with a piece of electrical cord tied around his neck and tied to a tree. From all indication, Fleshy was DEAD. The police were called and Fleshy's body was taken down. We are told that no marks of violence was seen on him. The police, they are suspecting that Fleshy, he took his own 3 points. A post-mortem examination will be done. Sad indeed. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to do it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. We are now over 150,000 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for telling a friend to tell a friend. Thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for hitting on the thumbs up button. Enough respect. And like I told you, for 2023, you can expect more of the same plus more. We are building on what we have. We are giving you credible news. We are giving you news you can trust. We are giving you authentic news. We are being blunt. We are being straight up. And when we carry our news, like me always say, one bex, that a feed them business. In the final story for today, in this one, the police, they are theorizing that this is a friend killing. A friend is dead and a so-called friend is in police custody. He's suspected of playing a part in his death. The so-called friend who is in police custody, he is popularly known as Shabba. Now, let me give you a little history about Shabba before I tell you about the man who was killed. Shabba is 34 years old and he's originally from Kingston. Shabba, he used to live in West London in England. He was said to be a drugs dealer in England. Shabba, he used to peddle the creamish looking solid substance. You know what that is? Yes, man. CRACK. In about 2009, when Shabba was 19 years old, he was held by the cops in England, juggling his stuffs. Shabba, he was tried and convicted. He was sent away to prison, where he served 33 months. Shabba, he was deported back to Jamaica after his release from prison in England in 2013. Shabba, he blamed his friend Sean for something. I'm not going to be saying much about what Shabba blamed his friend Sean for as yet. But fast forward to December 2022. Sean Patterson, age 33 years old. He was now a personal trainer and he still lives at West London in England. He arrived in Jamaica on December 29, 2022. He checked in at a popular villa in Montego Bay. At that villa, Sean, he met up with his longtime friend Shabba. Now remember, I told you earlier that Shabba, he blamed Sean for something. It is said that Shabba, he have up Sean, but Sean thought Shabba had let bygones be bygones. Yesterday, Monday, January 2, 2023, shots were fired at the villa. At least 12 shots. The police were called, and when they went and made checks, Sean Patterson, he was seen lying on his back in a pool of blood on the pool deck. He was dressed in a grey shorts and he had gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. From all indication, Sean, he died on the spot. So Shabba, he was interviewed by the police, and this is what Shabba, Sean's so-called friend, told the police. He told them he and his friend Sean, they went onto the pool deck and they were both talking on their cell phones. Shabba, he told the police that his back was turned to Sean when he heard several gunshots being fired. He said he looked around and he saw a man in a black hoodie with a gun shooting at Sean. He told the police that he ran off into bushes and he was the one who called the police. When the police processed this crime scene, 12 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. So Shabba, he's still in police custody and he's being questioned by detectives. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town man